Hi guys, welcome to the For You channel. It's been a while since we've had an update, but I've got a very exciting update and a very special guest here with me today. I have got the other co-founder of the For You channel. I've got Mike Hurst with me. Hello Mike, how are you?
Hiya, Tim. I'm good, thank you.
Now, For You, it's been quiet for a little while. There's been a lot of things that have happened over the last couple of months, but we thought that we should do an update and let's go right back to the very roots of For You. And like I said, you were one of the co-founders of this. This was mine and yours idea back in March time when we all went down into lockdown. So, Mike, over to you. Why did we even start For You?
Yeah, it's nice to reflect on that. We we were in an organ. We worked. Tim and I worked together. For all of you who don't know, so we worked together, and we were working for a company that were very affected by the lockdown, and we went on furlough with a number of other colleagues as well. And clearly, it's quite a stressful time when you're not working and you want to find things to keep yourselves occupied. So the first thing was, I guess we were already starting to think about how to occupy ourselves. Certainly I was, Tim. I think you were too.
Mm.
And what you also know is that the sort of work that we did, we're very privileged that we get to meet lots of great people. I've got amazing friends and family as well. And it just felt like there were people who had stories to tell and could share the benefits of some of their experiences and give an injection of positivity to other people who might be able to view it and help them through such a difficult time. And it just felt like a really, really good thing to do, and hence the name For You came about. And the idea got some legs as I've got quite a few family members, friends, people I've met through work starting to express an interest in contributing. And of course, as soon as you said you could bring some of the technical expertise to producing the site, because that's pretty much all your hard work, it felt like the idea had some legs.
Yeah, I can remember that first phone call where we both gone on furlough. It was about a week after gone on furlough, and you called me up and said, "Look, I've got this idea of trying to bring these stories to life, and I was thinking about how we could do it." And I remember we both reflected on some of the work that we'd done together at that organisation. And I'd come to you, I think it was about December or January time, and sort of started talking about using social media and reaching out using social media for the benefit of the organisation. It was really, really effective and sort of almost lit a fire underneath you, Mike. It was the first time that you'd sort of seen the power of social.
Yeah, no, definitely. And social media really excited me. And your skills and abilities were gonna be critical. I mean, and absolutely still are. What was interesting is, I'm not even sure if I've told you this, Tim. I started I started writing a book a couple of years ago. I had both my hips replaced, and I had to find something to do while I was laid up in bed for 6 weeks. And my book was, I felt really privileged. I felt really privileged that I've got to work with and meet so many wonderful people with amazing stories of incredible achievements and contributions to the human race, really. And I thought it would be brilliant if I could just share those stories with more and more people. So I started writing a book, which is still work in progress, and it was called something like Unleash Your Ordinary, because ultimately I think we're all very special.
Mm.
And ultimately, I think we've all got gifts that we can share. Now, I doubt if my book would ever come to fruition. It's more like a bit of a working log. But when we started talking about what you could do with social media and how we could share some of those amazing learnings and stories with people through, the wonderful work that you could do, then I think it really brought the idea to life that we could really help people, and it's all about helping, and it's all about helping people.
Yeah, when we first started talking about it, I'll be honest, I was a little skeptical because I was like, I
Yeah,
know I can produce these videos and upload them and do some great branding work and create a really cool channel and come up with a great name for it and the branding and so forth. and that was really good fun. But I was like, the number one thing for this is content. And you were saying, look, I can get these people, I can get some really influential people because I've got a great network to do it. And I was like, okay, well, let's give it a go and let's see what happens. I had no idea what kind of stories we were about to share on the channel. If you haven't been on the channel, it's worth having a look through because we've recently updated it. We've changed around the structure and the order a little bit. And there are some truly amazing stories on the channel.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, re-emphasizing, I truly believe that we can all do incredible things when we're given the right focus, the right support, and we help each other. And immediately I started talking to my niece. My niece was laid up in hospital having a very serious operation. Emily, you'll see her videos on there, and she was having to go in for this very serious operation where she was having all sorts of problems. At the same time as COVID just struck, which was really, really scary for anyone. I mean, I think she had to have something like 5 blood transfusions because the operation kept, failing. And what a scary place to be during the first COVID.
It's the last place you want to be when there was when the COVID outbreak happened.
Yeah. So my niece was so strong and confident, and I felt people could get so much from that. And then we thought, well, what can we do for children? Because you'll remember children weren't in school, and in fact, would that help parents as well, being a parent myself? And, could we give some school lessons? And again, some of my family members are teachers, and they'd help. So
was it your sister? She was all the way over in the UAE and was sending videos over from Dubai.
Yeah, so Sarah was doing it from Dubai, and again, Ellie, my niece, she was doing it. So it was wonderful. And then, Adam, who's one of the top psychologists, one of the top sports psychologists in the country, and a wonderful chap, he does this brilliant show with you every week. And I think that's fantastic. And then you've got Olympic champions and Olympic medalists, Greg Sill prepared to tell you some of the stories and what he's experiencing. You've got Alison doing exercise. You've got, Gary, who's one of the most decorated war heroes we've ever had, and just an absolute.
We had Lottie, laughing yoga.
Yeah, Lottie with laughing yoga. You've got Kieran, who's never told that story before. And if you look at how many people have looked at her video, and some of the comments about how inspirational it is, it really started to show that people were valuing Gary's video, people were valuing Kira's video, and I just think it was wonderful. And it was also acknowledging, some of my friends, like one of them's a paramedic, and, people having empathy for what those sort of people are having to do during these difficult times. And then, my good friend Nigel just keeping me and my mates connected as a community when we can't see each other in different countries.
Yeah. We had live. Was it Nigel that did some live music for us?
Yeah, that's his son. I think they're going to be successful as a band. But it was Nigel's son who did the music. But Nigel did a video to go along with it, and has done an awful lot to keep his friends connected and positive. While many of us are going through lots of uncertainty and change. It just felt there were so many people who were dealing with it or doing things that could be helping others.
Yes,
it would just be a brilliant thing to do. And Tim, I can't say thank you enough to you, because none of this could have happened without what you do.
Well, I couldn't have. I can do things behind the scenes, and I love presenting these weekly updates, which have lapsed a little bit over the last couple of months because things have changed more recently. But I can create channels and do all of this great stuff, but ultimately content is king, and for that, I say thank you to you and all of your connections, colleagues, friends for contributing.
Yeah, and I just remember again, one of the most wonderful men who says that, he says embrace each day and embrace each risk, and he's just such a wonderful chap in Pete Goss. And are you there, Tim?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. So Pete Goss, and I've had the luxury of spending time with him and getting to see how he makes the most of each day and seizes every challenge and seizes every opportunity. And I just think that there are so many things that people can give each other.
Mm-hmm.
If you can find a vehicle and a medium to do it, then that's brilliant. And then we've had customers say, "Oh, well, I want to make a video," and and people say, "Well, I'll show you a bit about my garden, or I'll show you a bit about my cooking."
Yeah,
And
yeah, we had Justin's allotment.
yeah, it's been really, it's been really fantastic.
It
So for
has.
all of my colleagues who've contributed, people who've become friends who were customers, thank you very much. My family and my friends, and most of all, I would say you. We must mention Rob and Phoebe who've supported us too.
Yes.
In getting and creating the content, and a big thank you to them as well. But most of all, Tim, it's you that really makes this thing happen. So thank you.
Well, I do my best. I do my best to try and make
Yeah.
it available and get it out there to as many people as possible. And yeah, we are very fortunate that although COVID has hit this year, we have had technology that over the last, say, even over the last 10 years has come so far that has meant that we've all been able to still keep in touch, even if that was out of physical reach. And to put together a channel like this, it's been an absolute pleasure. Now, speaking about change and so forth, over the last couple of months, so like in August and September, things did change. We saw that people started going back to work. We saw lockdown measures eased. We saw people going out more. And all of us just got busier, which is why the channel went a little bit more quieter over the last couple of months. But now we are starting to see things change again. And we've been talking, Mike, and we are going to today announce how the For You channel is going to move forward over the coming months and into 2021.
Yeah, and none of us can predict the future, can we? And I'm led to believe by people who are a lot cleverer than I, the doctors and the scientists, that COVID could be here for a long time. I think there's some hope in the last couple of months that in work terms, I think you'd agree, Tim. You've got busy doing what you do, and I've certainly got quite busy doing what I do. And I think that gives hope to everybody because at times it's felt like really normal, and I've been working face to face with some customers and stuff like that. So
I've been out presenting events. I had over 35 events booked for this year. And in the end, I think I did 6, maybe 7.
Yeah, absolutely. And in September, I saw about 6 different customers face to face. So there's absolutely been some green shoots and hope, and it's felt much more normal. And then the last couple of weeks, and I'm from Wales, where there's serious lockdowns taking place than when I live. You start to see that this isn't going to go away, and it is still very serious. There are still going to be people who want help, help with their well-being, help with their mental health, help with positivity, help with just feeling like there are other people in the same situation. And you and I had a really good conversation last week, and we said, well, whilst we can't spend as much time on it, because I think it's going to be volatile, there are going to be peaks and troughs. There are going to be times when we're both busy and changes in our lives. But it would be a beautiful thing to keep on going through COVID and maybe beyond, if enough people are interested, if enough people want to contribute. I mean, it's all about the stories and the gifts and the things that people can bring to it. Again, there's a customer on there who runs, a holiday resort, who's, sharing fun things and also messages about leadership. There's so much that people can contribute that I think that people don't realize. I don't think people realize how special they are and what they've got to offer. And I think if people did, and they gave us those stories and give us those positive stories, give us their thoughts on leadership, give us their thoughts on hope, give us their thoughts on caring, give us their thoughts on humor to make people feel happy, whatever it is. I just think this is a brilliant vehicle for us to all help each other. And, the one thing I would say is that, so we're going to run this thing monthly, Tim. You'll do your update with Adam every week, and hopefully it'll be like the Dom and Dick show, and you'll be all funny and all that kind of stuff, because it's great. But hopefully people will start to latch on to, there's things that they can contribute and do to help others.
Yes.
Like all the people have so far, because it would be brilliant if there were loads of people saying, I want to contribute, I want to contribute, I want to contribute. There are still people who've been contributing, more than happy to carry on, which is fantastic. So, expect to see more of Gary, expect to see more of Kara. it would be brilliant if people we don't know or never met before or people haven't thought, we'd be interested. It'd be great to hear any stories from anyone, really.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do is, if you have a look in the description below, which is right underneath the like and subscribe button on this video, in there are links both to my profile on LinkedIn and also Mike's profile on LinkedIn. If you click on either of those links, send us a connection or just send us a message, get in touch with either of us, and we will be more than happy to have a chat with you about your story and what you could bring to the channel, because that's what we want to share. We want to share more stories and more expertise. So whatever it is that you have got to share, yeah, we had a Nola's cooking class at one point. Yeah, maybe you could help us with a great cooking recipe, or maybe you've got a great life story. Whatever it is, we would love to hear from you. So have a look in the description. It's beneath this video, next to the like and subscribe button, and in there you'll see a link to my LinkedIn and also Mike's LinkedIn. Why not connect with us and just drop us a message via LinkedIn, and we'll happily get you onto the For You channel.
Brilliant. I think there's just a couple of other things, and maybe it's just the last thing is, whether it's like, we've got Rick doing, a bit of meditation and mindfulness for people. I know that's not for everybody, but it might be for some people, and people might not realize that there's that free offering available from Rick, or whether it's somebody as inspiring as Talon, who, is paralyzed but has competed at the Olympics and raced motorbikes and dealt with really bad stuff and yet done amazing things. Wherever you fit in the spectrum of what you think your story is, you might not think it's brilliant or helpful, but like I said, and I know I've mentioned it once already, but Nigel, what he does just to keep his friends connected and feeling positive is incredible. And it doesn't have to be an Olympic medal. It doesn't have to be an incredible story. It can just be some really good stuff that's working for you, your friends and family, and might work for other people.
Exactly. And there it is in the title. This channel is all about for you as an individual. So if you've got something to contribute, please do get in touch with me and Mike. Use the links in the description below. So coming up over the next few months, the way the channel is going to work, we've recently restructured it. We've made it a bit more simpler. We've reduced the number of categories on there. All of the videos that were on the channel are still on the channel. And I think there's something like 70 or 80 videos on there. So if you're just seeing this video for the first time, maybe it's the first time you've heard about this channel, please do go and have a look at the content. There is tons of content on there. There's loads of great life stories. There's loads of free classes. We've got a ballet bar class. There's meditation. There's laughing yoga. There's all sorts of things on the channel. So please do go and have a look. And then what we're going to try and do is upload. We're going to aim for a video a week, but we are going to add new content to the site every month. And myself and I will be joined by either Adam or another special guest. We'll give you an update every month as well, so you know exactly what's coming up. Now, if you want to see any of the new videos, the best way to see them is to hit that subscribe button, which is just down beneath this video. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the alerts, and every time a new video goes live on the channel, you'll get a little notification to let you know that video is ready to watch. Mike, I think that rounds up our little update for the For You channel. Yeah. Was there anything else you wanted to add before we sign off?
No, just a big thank you to everybody who's contributed. A big thank you, like I say, to my colleagues who've supported you, Tim, and all the people who've contributed. A big thank you. The only thing I would say is when you do watch, do please click subscribe, because and make comments on the videos, because it's the conversations that help people. The subscriptions makes people more want to contribute because they think it's been worth their while. If you could do that, that would be brilliant. But the biggest thank you is for you, Tim, and it's great that you're happy to keep it going, because I think, I think if it helps one person, that's fantastic. But I think it's helping more than one person, and I think it's a really good thing to do.
That's very kind of you to say, Mike. And my thanks goes to you. Without you and your connections, your colleagues, your friends, we wouldn't have great content to put on the channel. But I think my final thank you goes to you there, you watching it. Thank you very much for watching this video and watching our channel and supporting us. As Mike said, if nobody's watching it, then there's little point to us doing this. But hopefully you sat there or stood there right now have enjoyed this video and will find something beneficial on the channel. So please do head over to the For You channel, have a good look around there, and if you like what you see and you enjoy it, please do hit that subscribe button and make sure you stick around, because there is loads of great content coming up for you for the rest of 2020 and into 2021. Above all else, whatever you do throughout the COVID crisis, please do look after yourself and remember to stay safe. We will see you again very soon.